An upside down kingdom where life is just not fair. So many suffering 'cause deep inside they're scared. Why are they scared? 'Cause fear pumped into their veins to keep them from their destiny. Where would they be if you and I don't care? Like a bear. Care. You know I try. Every day I try. Fear is the lowest frequency. So fear pumped into their veins to keep them from their destiny. Where would they be? Where would they be exactly? If you and I don't care. Care Bear, care. Every day I try. I try. I had a teacher say some shit to me once that was, there's no such thing as trying. And they put a lighter on my knee and they said, try to pick this up. And I went to go reach for it, and they said, nope. I said, try. So I went to try to pick it up again. He goes, nope, nope, no. I said, try to pick it up. And I was dumbfounded, like a fucking proper idiot, you know? And I'm like, okay, look, I might be the golem, but like, could you explain to me? And he goes, trying, there isn't actually action in trying. There is not the fulfillment, attainment, or, you know, trying is non action. So every day I try. I try really hard to be there. I try really hard to listen. I try really hard. I just need you to let me try. Try, try, try a little tenderness, you know, like tenderized meat in a box, like chicken tenders and shit. Bark, bark, bark. You scared, bitch? No, that's a dog on a leash. I'm sorry. I'm going a little cray cray, you know? Really got to live into the character. So here I am experiencing the expression of high value care and safekeeping and lots of trying. I have a fucking disgusting weakness, which is uh, understanding, you know? And mostly it's exploited. So I've gone ahead and I've asked a reliable source and fantastic contender to do me a fucking favor because I'm getting my ass handed to me. And she's getting a little weird in here with all the no touch torture shit. You know what I mean? Like brain damage is a real fucking thing. Broken bitches, real thing. Schizophrenia, results of some fuck shit. And I'm crossing my fingers for that. Or what's that drug that's killing everybody these days? Fentanyl. I'm hoping for some fentanyl. You know what I mean? Because the OD wasn't that bad. You know what I'm saying? It was the 7 broken ribs or 6.5 broken ribs coming back to life. That was a real fucking drag. But so trying, just keep your trying. Maybe try to take it out. Try to take it out of your vocabulary because it isn't shit. But as you wish, take it from me. Pay attention when slippery motherfuckers with the artistry and arsenal of language is used against you, and there's a couple tried and true tested fucking ways to use that shit, and trust me, you'll miss it. I am the definition, the fucking personification of that shit. But I'm here. Property and cargo in safekeeping, locked away, stored, you know? Upgrade from the slave. but still. And on our way to the Airbnb, but I had, one of those hilarious real life moments gifted to me by the world and the external forces choices. They keep trying to make me a god with their, it's all in your mind and you're manifesting it. And apparently I can like get gods to do shit for me and like fuck me because I'm that interesting. I don't think so. Gods have more important shit to do. Um, and I'm brand new. So last night in Berkeley on 4th and Bancroft, where the RV storage was, I was almost arrested. And it was scary because it was about, you know, just a matter of time because I kept having this experience and, recording it like a fucking idiot, only adding to my keeper's fucking, uh, what is it? Fucking perception, image, PR campaign on me. So, like, I gotta do that. Like, I actually head, film, and create my own humiliation rituals on behalf of them because I'm a loyal ass bitch, but I'm learning. And so sometimes I gotta embrace crazy, embrace nonsensical, embrace fucking all the things that make me look real bad. So, luckily, I don't really give a fuck what I look like anymore. But there I am. And finally, I have, one of my beloveds there in the dark alley that has no cameras and no fucking lighting. And they've already packaged up all my shit without me to do me a solid. Sure, sure, I got some trauma about around that, but like that's a really nice thing, So I don't have to like exert energy that I don't have. Um, but there we are. And the RV's been there for a month, I think, 3 weeks, something like that. Shockingly unfucked with. Shockingly, you know? Um, but what do you know? That bitch is fucking like clean as fuck. Every piece of trash and every fucking piece of wood, branch, random fucking rusted metal washer, every fucking screw, every fucking thing, every dried petal that fell from the roses, gone. So I stick my head in, the door's wide open, and oh, that's right, I opened the door and the records were left, and a spring on the dash. That's about it. And this little feather headdress hanging up above the bed. And so I walk in, light my lighter to see the fantastic job that's done with the cleanup crew. And I see this and I grab it. Next thing you know, Rhea, long story short, finally the cops in person, flesh, suit, car, and two. But there's a problem. And I almost get arrested, handcuffed for a good half an hour while my beloved sits on the curb, not handcuffed. And although uh, my car is searched and I'm in handcuffs and Xanax that a beloved gave to me for my anxiety 2 days prior is in my fucking pocket that I just put on. I'm like, this is bad. I'm trying to tell the cops, like, hey, hey. I'm going through some shit and I've got film of like me just like literally there's two things I could show you of like how people keep planting shit on me and I keep finding stuff. I also do drugs. I'm just gonna fucking keep it 100 with you. You know what I mean? I don't want there to be any chances. I'm not gonna fucking even risk lying to you. I didn't fucking take that Xanax. You could test me for it for my anxiety, but I don't do shit like that. But I do smoke meth from time to time. However, listen, I can show you the evidence and the proof. So I don't know what you're going to find in the car. Because every fucking day or fucking night, I find shit returned and shit taken and I'm always afraid of that. Most people are really impatient, like why it takes me so long to get my stuff from the car and also to like do stuff like that. They don't understand the ramifications. Because, like, just based on the paraphernalia, and thank God, no actual bags of fucking drugs, I was looking at some serious fucking shit. I have no money, no defenses, no fucking nothing. So it's really fucking scary. And that's a very real fucking thing. That takes nothing but someone I don't know to fucking make a phone call or some shit. So that happens. The cops are nice enough to just give me a real good fucking talking to, you know, for rummaging through the fucking empty RV and removing this. How they knew it wasn't my RV, I don't know. Why they thought I threw the records on the floor that I was picking up and putting in the trash, I don't know. Why I was a criminal in handcuffs, I don't know. Why or how they knew that this car that's not registered in my name is mine, I don't know. Doesn't matter. I got off with a fucking warning and an agreement that I would leave Berkeley, never touch the fucking RV. Sure, I'm gonna fucking walk past the ritual shit that was left in there like it wasn't. All good. Whatever you say, officer. My bad. Totally. And do you want to acknowledge any of the things I just told you about, like actual crimes and records, so I could like prove to you it's irrelevant? Of course it is. Of course it is. It's all good. I will leave with my beloved and never return. Promise. Scout's fucking honor. So that was after he went through my fucking car and found 4 pipes and an empty bag of drugs and 6 Xanax pills in my pocket. Scary. Scary. I ain't a bitch for the streets. I ain't a bitch for jail. I know that about myself. But it bees like that sometimes. So today, after getting to San Jose at like 4:48 in the morning, not sleeping, once again, my beloved moved U-Haul full of stuff to storage. Now I'm going to an Airbnb to hopefully have some safety. So we were in the hotel room for all of, I don't know, 4.5 hours. And just by luck, sheer luck, because I wasn't planning on being in the car this long. We had hella shit to do. Um, I'm just going through some of the mess and the disaster after the search and seizure. And he was thorough, you know? So, to my fucking, woo, what? Well, there's a couple things. I already knew someone had been in my car because my little doll that I had on my dash right here for my inner child was on the floor on top of a feather and some other fucking item. And then there's another rose, one of these fucking fake roses I typically wear in my hair. I have 2 of them, and one of them was about 8 feet to the right. And then there was what looked like the antenna to the car right there in front of me on the tree. And then I'm just sitting here and I open this bear box. I can already tell that shit has been like fucked with, but it's really hard to assess after the search and not doing my usual, tending to and assessing, right? So I open this fucking bear box and there's just 2 things that like jump right out as a big fuck you. Hi, I've been here. Here's number 1. Welcome to a PSA. This is what I recognize people smoke hot rails with crystal meth. I don't. I have, but I don't. It makes me fucking throw up. It's way too intense. So this is particular because When I was at the Ninth Street or Ninth Avenue Terminal Port with a homie and like secret safe with me of like what I really think about that place and certain individuals being able to live there, um, my MacBook computer that had recordings, just a couple, um, I turned it on for one day, didn't use it, and then it's broken, won't turn on. And inside of the backpack with the computer is this fucking thing. So this has a very particular association for me. And then, more than that, there is, see, this is the thing. Like, people don't understand the love letter written to us in this shit. The detail, deep in the details. The devil's in the details. In the box was also this. Now, I know that I only had the anchor with the acorn. It's one of my favorite items. And I got it with this coin type thing that has the fucking eagle on it. I ain't seen that bitch in a long while. But there it is, tucked in there. Found a pipe from the cute fucking boy tucked between my seat when I wasn't supposed to be in my car. The last hotel I was at, when they stole my hard drive. They also returned the slip for my EBT food stamps card. The envelope was in the box as well. And that's just what I know they took and returned from Berkeley to San Jose. And that's enough to get me caught up. Paraphernalia. So, this disaster of a fucking car, I don't know what the fuck is in here. Locks are irrelevant. Cameras, police reports. It is what it is. It's just a way to let me know. Again, we can always get to you. You belong to us. We're unfucking touchable. Ha ha ha, you dumb fuck. And we're always here. Always. And there's not anything we don't know or can't do. Aight, boo? And when I start to talk crazy and shit, codes, symbols, and whatever, at some point, people will probably make fun of me for being a Nazi sympathizer. I'm not a Nazi sympathizer. I was just acknowledging a long time ago before I knew what the fuck was going on. I mean, I still don't really know, but it's a lot like that Hitler shit and those programs and the scientists and doctors that they smuggled in and allowed to continue their work on studying how to make impenetrable super spies that couldn't be broken and more weapons, humans. So I just see shit as calling cards sometimes. I had the luxury of not really experiencing racism growing up because I'm a question mark. That could be a lot of shit. And it turns out, although my black side of the family always telling me how whitewashed I am and how black I'm not, turns out got my DNA results back. Turns out God's my father and I'm half white. So, hey, it's okay for me to fuck the white boys. However, just recently, the racist shit off the chains, my friend. Off the chains, let me tell you. Different to fucking experience that shit than to read about it, hear about it, watch it. For real. The experience alone is so confronting and confusing that it makes me feel like a straight the fuck up idiot for ever talking about racism or slavery because I had no fucking idea what the fuck I'm talking about. None. Zero. I didn't even believe in it. I mean, a lot of my favorite people are white people. This got me fucked up. So, definitely where I'm a nigger. Weird. 2022, I got straight up regular white people saying that shit to my fucking face. For real. But it's not even the word. It's not the word. It's the fucking energy behind it. That's the fucking frightening thing. And how I never felt that shit before. Ever. Not like this. Not like this. Not even close. Not even when I watch crazy fucking black traumatization films do I fucking feel this. And it's silent. And just my experience, and I'm in kind of a simulation, so I'm not saying it's a reflection of reality for most people, but it seems like the majority of white people. And it's fucking frightening. And I've never felt anything like it. And I don't understand it. And I also have the new data that I'm half white, and they know it. And I'm just, it terrifies me. It terrifies me. So it's not even being called a nigger, which is weird. It's the energy of how they fucking see and feel about me, a bitch they don't fucking know. It's scary. But I don't even know. I wouldn't even know how to qualify it. Like, I couldn't say it's hatred. I couldn't say it's rage. I couldn't say it's disgust. I couldn't say it's like, it's a very particular cocktail that is strong. And these motherfuckers out here are tripping, sleeping on white people, talking shit. Fucking don't know. Don't know. I'm not talking shit on white people. I'm saying they got a fucking superpower we don't fucking talk about, period. And if you ever end up running a fucking society, it ain't just because you're fucking ruthless. Trust me. Trust me. There's a reason why they're sitting at the fucking top. And so you can tune into that shit. I'd recommend take my advice and shut the fuck up. Because until you can do that shit, fuck recognizing it, standing near it, being on the other side of it, do what the fuck you gotta do in order to attain that superpower. Let them motherfuckers wear the S all the fuck they want. Because superpower, I ain't the only dumb nigger here. A lot of ignorant fucks walking around not knowing that shit. So anyways, I've had these weird experiences, right? And they really want me to know what like a less than human fucking filth bag I am. And and like the fucking unadulterated. See, hatred doesn't work because you have to care about something to hate it. And you're like not really relevant enough to matter that much to be hated, but like don't underestimate the levels they'll go to fuck you up in ways you can't believe. Not just white people, but oh, they're the fucking supremes. But because of that, it's fucked with my filter. And so I see lightning bolts and H's and eights, and I'm terrified, which is ridiculous because it's just numbers and letters and symbols. But I associate that shit with them, and I'm terrified. Terrified. Because I'm like, who runs the world? It's Hitler, bitch. Rhea, you're crazy. I know. I'm hoping next up, a sane asylum. But I'm just saying, what if? Underestimate the power of rage and hatred. Don't believe them. There's power. So, that's all to say, parked at this Hilton with the HH, you know what I mean? Just because it's a logo. And I'm like, ah! And then I look over here, right there. You can't see that, but 88. And so that's HH. Ah. And then I see the bear that's honey. And I'm like, no, it's the apex bear. Woo! You know what I'm saying? Like, that got me shook. Anyways, we're going to go to the Airbnb now. And I'm going to keep trying to figure out, like, what I am, what the fuck is going on, how to stay alive, what hideous, disgusting transformation is happening inside of me. Because listen to some of these fucking scholars out there. It's no joke. No joke. We're too focused on material and tangible, and man, I wish I had bruises. But people talk about concepts like eugenics, where you can change people's DNA and weed certain shit out. I'm telling you, you can do that shit without touching somebody. And I'm telling you that whatever the fuck I'm going through is so unbelievably, imaginatively, seemingly infinitely cruel and efficient that I can barely keep up trying to just find anything in the reality that I can remotely associate some of these feelings, phenomenons, and experiences would be akin to. And the trauma, the pain, the agony, the specified experiences are changing me from behavior and experience, and it's beyond my control. So it feels like surgery. That's what it feels like. It is like surgery because significant changes are being made. And if I'm being honest, they're fucking disgusting changes. Like, disgusting. It is the closest thing I can imagine to the experimentation we know they were doing on humans before type shit. Except you can't see it, you're awake for it, and you gotta walk through the fucking world acting like it's not happening. And it's fucking disgusting. Like, I feel disgusting. The things that are happening to me are fucking. I'm not trying to be a victim. I'm just trying to talk matter of factly about it, like Frankenstein. I feel like a Frankenstein. And not only is my thoughts, my reality, my experience, my emotions, my qualities, my traits, my fundamental core template, all that shit. Snip, let's just hook this compassion into disgust. So every time she feels compassion, she'll be repulsed. And let's reinforce that disgust. We're going to amplify that by blowing out the thresholds, by showing her new experiences and new levels of disgust. So anytime that she feels like she may want to be kind to someone or feel something soft, it's actually going to hurt her, and she's going to run from that. So, yeah, we'll just schmoop. Cool. What's next? What do you think? How about, she's got a lot of power around creativity and sex. I mean, we've sent some of our voice to her, you know what I mean? And so we know what we're dealing with here. So what if we tie that to the utter betrayal of self? Like, she'll need to deeply violate herself and need pain and new levels. Oh, right, because she loves to push herself. So we're gonna just she's gonna push herself to new heights of betrayal and abuse. She's gonna require it for that explosive, as she says, West Coast shit. And I've got the perfect soldier for her. Plus, degrading, right? She does seem to have a little bit of memory and access to regeneration. That can be problematic. So we're going to need to figure out some way to stifle that a bit. How can we reverse this? Anyways, right? So weird shit's happening. Oh, that's right. So, we are mapping how she does this. All right, all right. Now, we would typically, she does have some value. We can see that, obviously, but we can't, no, we've got to eradicate this from that lineage in particular. So, we can't actually fully take her word. We know the equation to that. That comes from experience and adversity. And well, unfortunately, it's time to go. Ready to go? Ready to go? Okay. 3601. I'll send it to you. I'm trying not to get you on camera. Great idea. Gonna have to pause this shit. Just working on my super soldier by breaking my own energy stream. Look at that.